Hello, welcome to winter, where I have this 1972 Mustang Mach 1. Now, I've decided to film on a day that's absolutely bitterly cold and drizzling, which is not really the best sort of environment for an American muscle car, but it's fine. We'll manage. My hands are frozen. Now you can tell that this is a Mach 1 because, well, it's enormous, frankly. There's just so much car. It's absolutely huge. Now, there's this contrasting bit on the bonnet, which on some cars is also silver rather than black. Depends on the colour of the car, I suppose. You get the vents in the bonnet, you get the stripes down the side. Some of them had a spoiler on the back, this one doesn't. But it's just huge, it's a massive car. Another design element that I quite like of the Mach 1 is this sloping rear end. It's very flat, but I think it's quite cool. It's very wedgy at the back, and it means that this rear window is very difficult to see out of. You've got this black grille at the back, and ooh, there we are. There we are. I'm now going to hide inside the car because it's slightly warmer. This is actually not a bad place to be. I don't mind it in here. The seats are quite comfortable. The dash is quite high, so because I'm not the tallest person in the world, sometimes I do feel like I have to crane my neck to see out. Especially this middle bit. This is really high. My eye level's only there, so yeah, I can only just about see over it. But I think that's because I'm small, not the car's big. Well, the car is big, but you know what I mean. We've currently got the rear seats folded away because you don't really need them. And it's quite roomy. It's nice. I mean, you'd expect it to be roomy because it's huge, this car. It takes up an entire postcode. I think I'd like to go for a drive. It'll be less cold. Nice. Oh, it's much warmer in here. It's nice. The heater doesn't work. There's no blower, so I'm starting to steam up a little bit already. Now, as I've said before, it's very cold and drizzling today, which is not really the kind of conditions you'd want to be driving an old American muscle car in. But we'll see how we get on. I'm not going to go mad because I don't want to end up in a ditch. It's amazing how little I can see out the back of this car, because it's quite a big rear window, but because it's so narrow, it's like looking through a letterbox. I can see 2/3 of an Audi A4 behind me, and that's about it. Oh, it feels massive. When stuff's coming the other way, I think, and have to hide by the verge so that they can get by. It's so lazy in the way that it delivers its just huge oodles of torque. It just goes, oh, go on then, and spins the wheels. Bit of a bump there. Usually, in other cars that's quite severe, but in this it was all right. I think that's a good thing about American cars, is that they are very comfortable and they're very nice to cruise along in. Because that's what they were designed for, really, wasn't it? Straight line stuff, not twisty little B roads on a damp late November day. Oh, thank you. Oh, see, I don't know how big the car is because I can't see it. It makes a good noise. It's a fantastic noise. 50 miles an hour? It's not quick. Well, no, not really. It's the noise more than anything. This steering is really light, but not particularly direct, so you feel yourself sort of constantly adjusting. That's flat out. It's not a slouch, but it's not going to tear your face off either. You have to press that really hard. That was all wheel spin. The conditions aren't helping. The conditions definitely aren't helping. If it was a nice, warm summer's day, it probably would be better than it is now. I can't see where that far corner is. Even if I do that, I can't see it. So it's too big for these roads, really. But I think we knew that anyway. The wipers are terrible. That one over there does absolutely nothing at all, and then this one just sort of smears it around. Look how much adjustment I'm having to do to the steering. That's 50 miles an hour. What are the brakes like? Well, they're all right until the wheels lock, I suppose. Right, I'm going this way. See, even then, I was pulling out gently, and I heard the inside tyre go shh and slip. This window is extremely squeaky. The quicker I go, the more cold air rushes into the footwell as well. My shins are freezing. So what am I thinking of my Mustang experience then? I have driven a number of other Mustangs before, from 66, 69 and 70 something. It was a Mustang 2, but a V8. They're all much in the same, really. Loud, not particularly quick, and you feel a bit silly. But I think that's a reason to have one. That's a good thing, it being silly, because cars these days are so boring and they're all the same. This has character, it has personality. As far as muscle cars go, I think I prefer the Pontiac Firebird that we've got in at the minute. It's a 79 Trans Am, so 6.6 litre. That, to me, drives better than this does, and sounds better, and I think looks better. That's the one I think I'd rather have, but I totally understand the appeal of these. I think it's so characterful, it's so funny. Yeah, I do quite like it. I wouldn't buy one, I don't think, but I get the appeal. So there you have it. There's my video review of the 1972 Mustang Mach 1. Now, if you have a classic car that you'd like to sell, head over to classiccarbuyer.co.uk. And if you'd like to see more videos like this one, leave a comment and like the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.